Top aviation mysteries still unsolved. Even though it is huge and boundless, the sky has been a witness to some of the most mysterious disappearances in the history of the universe. Unaccounted for disappearances in the aviation industry. With relation to mysterious planes that appear, all of these mysteries will evaporate into thin air, continue to enthrall and torment us in the present day. We are going to investigate 10 of the most common. There have been infamous instances of airplanes that, without leaving any trace, the first person to vanish. A mystery surrounds Flight 19, the Bermuda Triangle. The beginning of our journey is with the notorious location that is buried in the Bermuda Triangle. At the end of December 1945, mystery and folklore. Flight 19, a United States Navy squadron consisting of 5 aircraft. As part of their routine, Avenger bombers took off. Despite this, the training mission subsequent events detectives would be perplexed for decades to come. Even though the weather was totally clear, without a single distress call, 5 planes disappeared. If you notice any signs of concern, please phone over. Even to this day, the fate of Flight 19 is still unknown. Enigma number 2, which is chilling. A tiger in flight. Fly on the line. Move forward in time to the year 1962, when flying Flight 739 of the Tiger Line vanished over the ocean. The sea is imprisoned in the Western Pacific Ocean, transporting aircraft of the Super Constellation type. 107 passengers and crew members were on their way when it was traveling from Guam to the Philippines. Despite great efforts, disappeared from the radar. Efforts to search, there was no wreckage or debris found ever discovered being left behind, and mourning families and questions that have not been answered. Number 3. Flights of the Uruguayan Air Force. Uruguayan Air Force tragedy number 571. Andis in the year 1972. Take off. The number 571 became the focal point of one of the most frightening accounts of survival in the aviation industry throughout history. On the aircraft that was hauling 45, an accident involving passengers and crew occurred. As a result of extreme weather, the Andes Mountains eventually became the situation. There were 16 survivors, braved the frigid temperatures for 72 days in a wilderness setting before being rescued. The tale of flight is tragic. This number, 571, acts as a reminder of the tenacity of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Number 4. The face of odds that are beyond comprehension. The Flight ENI-370 of Malaysia Airlines was one of the most current and puzzling all vanishes in the realm of contemporary aviation. This is the history of Flight NG on Malaysia Airlines. In March of 2014, the Boeing plane 370, while on the radar, the 777 disappeared from the displays. Go from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing using the route. There were 239 passengers on board, despite the many search operations that spanned thousands of results. The debris of the EN-370 had never been seen before. Found, leaving the fate of the to-be-determined passengers and crew members with a veil of lack of clarity and causing a great number of. This is the 5th variation of the conspiracy theory. Take off. Varig Flight number 967. 967 is a freight aircraft that is a Boeing 777-323C, gone on the 30th of January 1979, while en route from Narita Airport. The Galo International Airport is located in Japan, in Rio de Janeiro, the international airport location. This flight was carrying cargo from Brazil. Even though we include priceless artwork, search attempts made by Japanese and Brazilian authorities, no wreckage or debriefing was found by the authorities. Uncovered the unusual events that took place among the circumstances underlying its disappearance. Both the value of the cargo and the absence of it have been speculated that distress messages have led to the possibility of theft or sabotage. Number 6. I am on the 7th flight of Pan Am. 7th flight of Pan Am. The Boeing 377 Stratocruiser vanished without a trace. Monday, November 8, 1957, as she was traveling from San Francisco to a flight from Honolulu that was carrying 9 passengers and 8 members of the crew, disappear over the Pacific Ocean despite nothing. Significant search activities were carried out by the United States. Neither the military nor the civilian authorities. Both bodies and wreckage were discovered. The disappearance mystery has not been resolved. Failure hypotheses range from mechanical to emotional. to steal from the forest, or even to kidnap by flights of unknown objects in the sky. Number 7 of the UFOs Oriole from the Northwest. Flight on an airline. Flight 251, operated by Northwest Original Airlines. In June, a Dudas DC-4 aircraft vanished. During the flight from New York City on the 23rd of 1950 to the city of Minneapolis, with a brief stop at a flight from Chicago that was carrying 55, 3 members of the crew, and 3 passengers, disappeared over Lake Michigan, even though at the time, one of the most extensive search operations. Time, as well as the United States Coast Guard, and only a few fragments of debris were found by the Navy. Discovered the reason for the disappearance of the person continues to be a mystery, with suggestions including failure of a structure caused by severe weather or the 8th abrupt and terrible incident took place. Absence of Len Miller from the scene. Miller Glenn, a well-known musician and former leader of a band, vanished on December 15, 1944, while participating in a travel from the United Kingdom to France via airplane, in the cockpit of a little U-64 Norseman aircraft. On his way to entertain Allied, Miller was traveling, even though forces during World War II. Intensive search efforts have not been successful. Both the airplane and Miller's remains were discovered. His abduction and the circumstances surrounding it, involving concealment at times of conflict, and due to the existence of contradicting reports and speculation ranging from spacecraft to aircraft, a malfunction about possible encounters using adversary forces. Number 9 Oceanic of the. In the meantime, airline Flight 85 is a fictional. Flight 815s of Oceanic Airlines, a fictional airline. On the television series Lost, The Disappearance, viewers throughout the world were enthralled by that flight that departs from Sydney, Australia. The city of Los Angeles was the site of a mystery incident that led to it crashing on a highway island in the middle of nowhere. Passengers and crew, encounters with supernatural occurrences, relationship problems, and the struggle for survival. The difficulties that bring to light the everlasting mysteries about aviation in popular culture. Number 10 on the list of cultures. Amelia Earhart's final. A pioneer in the field of flight, Amelia Earhart. It was on July 2 that aviator vanished. In 1937, while attempting to round the globe, as well as Fred, the navigator, the Globe Earhart. There was a Lock Model 10 that knew man was flying when they disappeared over the ocean, Electra aircraft, located close to Holland Island in the Pacific Ocean. Even though there were a lot of search attempts at them, both in terms of time and subsequent expeditions, it has been demonstrated beyond a reasonable doubt that their fate has discovered the answer to the riddle of art. The disappearance has prompted a great deal of ideas, such as the possibility of exhaustion of fuel, losing one's life at sea, or being taken captive by forces from Japan. As we get to the end of ours travel through these enigmatic situations, absences from sight, it is already abundantly evident that the sky conceals mysteries that may never be revealed. Entire, regardless of whether it was lost to the buried at the depths of the ocean or concealed among the vastness of nature's most remote landscapes. There are tales of these planes that have disappeared, as a striking illustration of the precariousness of the situation. Concerning human existence and the everlasting mysteries, I would want to express my gratitude to the aviation community for participating in this exploration with us, but don't omit to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Stuff that is even more fascinating. Until the next time, journey safely, and may the heavens always be with you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. Your support helps us create more great content. Thanks for watching.